Funding for Fair 2026 is provided by
Pella Windows and Doors help bring your home to life. For more than 100 years, Pella has been dedicated to building a brighter future in Iowa communities. Pella Corporation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.
As Iowans, we all want clean air, land, and water. Iowa's pig farmers do too. You can learn more about the Iowa Pork Producers Association at iowapork.org/wecare.
Since 1929, Wellaby has offered insurance solutions to help people protect their health and financial well-being. Wellaby strives to empower people to be well-prepared, and well-protected. Learn more at wellaby.com.
Welcome to Iowa, where you can explore parks, wander countless trails, and experience history, culture, and art. Travel Iowa.
At Iowa Corn, we know that corn is more than just a crop. It fuels our cars, feeds our livestock, and is in over 4,000 products on your grocery store shelves. Iowa doesn't just grow corn, corn grows Iowa. Learn more at iowacorn.org.
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our final night of Iowa State Fair Highlights. I'm Bill Riley. For 6 nights, we've explored the many sides of the Iowa State Fair, from the people and the traditions to the creativity, the competitions, all the things that bring more than 1 million people through the gates every summer. Tonight, we'll wrap up our week with a few more stories that remind us why generations of Iowans keep coming back year after year. We'll celebrate 100 years of one of the fair's most distinctive traditions at the Hog Calling Contest. We'll discover how adaptive sports are creating opportunities for competition and connection. And we'll have a little fun with one of the fair's quirkiest contests. We'll begin tonight with one of the highest honors a young exhibitor can achieve. Paul Yeager introduces us to this year's 4-H Beef Grand Champion.
Cattle are big business in Iowa, and kids showing them are our future. And right now, they're getting ready for the 4-H market steer. The best of these young animals. They've had a long day, but they've got one final drive to pick the best in the state of Iowa.
Our judge today is Brandon Callis of Minco, Oklahoma. He is a graduate of Texas A&M and Kansas State, and is an agriculture professor at Redlands Community College.
It's always fun coming up here. It's a competitive environment. Folks know how to raise cattle up here, and so it's fun for me to come get to enjoy and sort them. Big responsibility, for sure.
What's a perfect animal for you?
Something that can represent good protein as far as us feeding the public, feeding the country, but then also these things are on halter, and so a show animal that's got some look and got some presence, an athlete is what I like to call them. I like an exhibitor that's confident, respectful, but there to win, there to compete. I like it to where they've worked enough with their animal, that animal responds well to them. They don't fly off the hook if the animal's having a bad day. They kind of keep it locked in. But just, respectful, competitive kid is what I'm looking for.
When you see the perfect animal, Is it hard to keep a smile in?
Yeah, I do not have a poker face. And so they would probably know the few that would be in my mind for later on tonight for sure. Very tough. I think every breed had something to look forward to for tonight. Crossbreds are always pretty stout as well. So yeah, it was fun. A lot of good cattle, lots of good cattle. It's probably the best Midwest state fair from competition from species to species, probably anywhere. Since I got out of college, they've gotten way better. It's harder to win these things. It's harder to breed them. And so just everybody has upped at a level as far as their care, their knowledge of these things. And so it's just made it ultra competitive.
What's going through your mind right now?
A lot. I really don't even know what to think of this right now. It's been something that we have been trying to achieve for so long, and it finally became real, and it's just a lot of thoughts.
When the judge started walking to you, what was that emotion?
I was so happy and sad at the same time. I just am feeling so many feelings right now. It's hard to explain.
Tell us some of the time that you put in to make this happen.
Yes. Every morning I'd get up at 5 to rinse my steers and blow them out, and then we would exercise them, walk them, and set them up, and do that every day, and feed them and all the other stuff too.
Tell me about Bandit.
He is the sweetest steer. He's probably one of the closest steers I've been with. He was being a little stubborn today, but that's okay because he paid off. But he is very sweet, and I love him.
I tell you though, the first thing I saw when I came into the state fair today was the Jumbotron that said that this is the 100th year of the hog calling. Oh!
Break, 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 break! Come here, you slice of sausage!
Suey!
Ah, beak, 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 beak! Suey! Come here, little pork chop, pork chop, pork chop! Suey! Come here, little pork chop, pork chop, pork chop!
We are going to begin with number 113.
Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. Oink, oink, oink. All the way in the back. Look, look, look. Come here, piggy, 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 piggy. Suey, Sue, 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 Suey. Here, piggy. Dad, why aren't you coming? Don't worry, he's a cop. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
And that was our last contestant. And first place goes to 126. Now, judges are ready? We're going to start with number 113.
Wake up! Suey! Suzu!
Pig, please come home. I can't do this anymore. Please come home.
Penelope, what are you doing here?
Well, this is a hog calling contest, isn't it? And I'm the hog.
Here, piggy, piggy, Suey! Here, piggy, piggy, Suey!
Suey!
Suey! Suey!
Arnold!
Here, piggy, piggy. I need some pork chops.
Piggy, piggy, piggy.
boy. Come on, come on, come on. I got some mud for you right here. Come on, boy. Come on, good boy, good boy. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
Hey, pig, get over here now. Leave that peacock alone.
I'm looking for a wife.
For first, 115.
Carly, tell me about adaptive sports.
Yeah, Adaptive Sports Iowa is based out of Ames, Iowa, and we're trying to provide opportunities for all individuals to play sports. So we have different programs like wheelchair tennis, wheelchair basketball, we have a RAGBRAI team, and then we also lend out equipment because adaptive sports equipment is very expensive. We get to do this event every year, and we kind of have a different activity each year. And this year we're doing a basketball shooting contest. So anyone here at the fair can join in. And the twist is that all of our participants in this will have to sit in a wheelchair. So they're going to get an idea of what it's like to shoot a basketball sitting down. It's a lot different. When you're standing, you use a lot of your legs, and I think people don't realize that. So we're going to have a little leaderboard going. Hopefully it'll be very engaging, and we'll get lots of fairgoers to come out.
I had a new idea, like how it's harder for people that have to sit in a wheelchair than people that can walk.
Sam, tell me about wheelchair basketball. Seems like it's just like regular basketball, except you're using
wheelchairs.
Right. Okay, so I just use my hands to move forward and back.
Move forward and
do
back.
Do some turns.
And turns,
Okay,
yep.
Sam, teach me how to do this.
So this is what I learned from playing basketball.
Ball handling skills galore.
You can just like dribble and
One
then put
at
on
a
your lap
time.
and then just like push.
Let me try this.
One bounce and then put on your lap and then 2 pushes.
Okay.
And then I'll just like square my arm up, my right arm, the one I used to shoot, and then I'll just like push it in and I'll put it in.
Nice. All right, here we go. Ready?
Hey, let's go.
Was it easier to shoot in a wheelchair or easier at home with your legs?
Was it with the wheelchair?
Easier with the wheelchair. Well, that's pretty exciting, buddy. Do you think you have a future in wheelchair basketball?
Yeah.
Let me see your shot. How does it go with your hand? Yeah, buddy, good job. The CEO of the Iowa Sports Foundation, so tell me all about it.
Well, we have 5 pillars underneath that foundation. Our Iowa Games is one pillar, and then we have senior games, corporate games. We have Live Healthy Iowa, and last but not least, Adaptive Sports Iowa, which is why obviously you're out here, and I'm out here as well for that. We just hope they come away with a great experience and they give us feedback. Hey, I had a great time, love it, we'll be back next year.
Is it harder to shoot from a wheelchair or harder to shoot with your leg?
Harder to shoot from a wheelchair, definitely.
And why do you think that is?
Because like when you have to try and balance yourself also in a wheelchair rather than your legs, and you have less power when you're trying to shoot, so it's like definitely different.
What do you think about people that are in wheelchairs all the time?
It's so much harder to do stuff, but yeah.
A great time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Adaptive athletes want to participate just as much as anyone else. And so when you see an adaptive athlete, whether that's riding their bike, whether that's playing pickup basketball, join in, have fun. Everyone can play, and that's what it's all about. Everyone loves sports, and it's such a huge thing in Iowa. The fair's a great place for that. Everyone can do it, and we can do it together.
Throughout the week, we've seen that many of the fair's biggest moments begin somewhere else, in the gardens, kitchens, and farms across Iowa. The same is true for the stock dog trials. So let's head to the farm and see how these remarkable dogs learn the skills that bring them to the Iowa State Fair.
My name's Bob Johnson. I'm from southern Iowa, a town called Tangley.
I've been working with stock dogs for probably 33 years. I was rodeoing back in my days and got tired of bringing the calves down the arena by myself, so I thought if I used a dog it would work, so that's how I got started. Stock dog, he's bred to bring the stock to you, help you work stock around the farm. Well, there's a lot of breeds of herding dogs. And there's different ones for different things. Like the Border Collie, he's made to go round up the cattle and bring them into you. When I start a young dog, I put him in this round pen. I got 3 sheep. And I'm going to try not to say a whole lot to him. I can make him go left and right with the stick. This is what I expect a young dog to do, and not to harass the sheep. I try to stay between the sheep and the dog if I think there's going to be trouble. I use a Border Collie. I've used Kelpies and Border Collies. Come by. Border Collies is my pick of all the dogs. Border Collies are by far the easiest to train. They're the smartest dog in the world. And when they're that smart, if you're capable of explaining to them what you want, don't take them very long and they've got it figured out. I'm using the stick to kind of keep him moving. I've always been a competitive person, so it didn't take me very long. I was trying the trials out to see how I competed against the other players, so I've been at it for quite a while. Been a 8-time national cattle dog champion, reserve champion, or national champion in either the nursery or the open competition. I won a lot of state fairs, a lot of Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Wyoming. Been to a lot of trials all over the country, and I met a lot of good people doing it. The difference between a ranch dog and a trial dog, I expect my trial dogs to be able to go work on the ranch. The ranch dog is so handy. He can come and run a dog trial too. You got a good one. When you're working 400 head of cows, the dog has a tendency to work a little tight on the cattle to keep them moving. When you're in a dog trial, an arena or something, that dog's got to stay off them cattle. Otherwise, you get them going too fast and you miss your obstacle. Lie down. You got to be able to read the stock. You got to be able to read your dog, and every dog's a little different. Whether they're cooperating, whether they're wild, whether they're fast. I'm trying to figure out where I got to place my dog, and then when they go through an obstacle, I'm always thinking about how I got to send my dog to hit the next obstacle. You're always paying attention to what's going on. A good stock dog, if you got a good one, you can replace 2 or 3 men on a cattle ranch. It's just, that dog can do so much work. The dog's not gonna argue with you. He's gonna do whatever you tell him to do. And it's just, they're really handy. To make life easier, and they're just amazingly smart. More farmers ought to have them.
We're here at Pioneer Hall for the Ladies Rubber Chicken Throwing Contest, a long-standing tradition at the Iowa State Fair. And while not every competitor will throw their chicken the farthest, everybody will experience the simple joy of throwing a rubber chicken.
Nice dog. Rubber chicken throwing at Pioneer Hall began because we had rolling pin toss. And we had very heavy old rolling pins that actually went a great distance. And so I was thinking of something that we could use instead of the rolling pin that would be similar, but not quite as harsh and painful. And so rubber chicken, for whatever reason, came up, and that is what we have been using ever since. This is an example of our rubber chicken, and our participants must not use the neck, must not use the legs, they must throw it by the body. This one is a little bit abused. I'm trying to replace them for next year, but so far, so good. All ladies can participate. We have a division for 51 and over, and then anyone younger than that, from 16 on up. We'd love to have them.
All right, so tell me a little bit, what brought you here, and what were we doing today?
So today we're doing the rubber chicken throwing contest, and I'm from Boston, Mass. So a couple weeks ago I saw someone randomly post about the Iowa State Fair, and I said I think I'd like to go to that. It's my first time here and I'm having a lot of fun.
And for you?
I am from Illinois, but my boyfriend's from Iowa and always brags about how great the Iowa State Fair is, so I checked it out. Last year I came, this was the first time I did it last year, and I placed 4th, and it was fun.
Can you show me your best chicken dance move? There we go, I like it.
Hi, I'm Jean Statlander from Manning, and I actually did this for the first time last year. I didn't have any idea I won 3rd place, so I had people text me and say, you won 3rd place in this contest. And these are my 2 friends. They didn't want to, but I've talked them into it.
All right, so tell me, what brought you to the Iowa State Fair today?
We've gone to the Missouri State Fair for 30 years, and we decided to try the Iowa State Fair instead. It's our 3rd year, so I think this is our tradition from now on.
And how did you decide to do ladies rubber chicken throwing? Had you seen it before, or what did you think?
We watched PBS the first night at our hotel before we came the first time, and we saw the whole backstory about it, and my husband said, you've got to try it, but I've never thrown a chicken in my life, so I think I did okay.
Okay. Ooh, I didn't throw the longest distance, but I did get to throw a rubber chicken, and I still got a ribbon.
I especially want our fairgoers to enjoy themselves. I want them to feel a part of what we do here. And it could be any of our contests. This is just one of them, but it's a fun one.
Very nice toss, very nice.
We are at the courtyard at the Iowa Department of Natural Resources at the Iowa State Fairgrounds, and today we're building bird boxes with youth. These bird boxes help out cavity nesting birds such as bluebirds, chickadees, wrens, swallows. This is America 250, and the goal is to build 250 bird boxes with youth, so we're conducting this event 3 times during the fair. Once you complete these bird boxes, they're free and they're for you to take home and put to good use.
What's important about building bluebird boxes is that these boxes will go up in all 99 counties. And that means more habitat across the state. And it means more people engaged in what's going on in their backyard. And maybe they'll visit their local nature center and learn more about what's important and unique about their part of the state. Bluebirds are great insect eaters, and as they're feeding those young, they're constantly going after insects in your yard. And we also think of the bluebird of happiness. They give us tranquility and peace. The other unique thing about bluebirds is they are highly tolerant of people. So they'll let you come and watch them. They'll actually let you open their box up and look at the young to count the eggs without disturbing the nest. So they are a great conduit between nature and people. Down at the bottom of it. There you go. We know that bird populations have declined in the last 40 years, and by building this habitat, we're engaging people with their own outdoor experience. Another thing that's important about birding in Iowa and building bluebird boxes is most people don't realize the #1 outdoor activity of all people in the United States is bird watching. And so anytime we can engage more people to be out bird watching, what we know is we protect what we love, and so if you can become a lover of birds, you'll protect nature.
I build a birdhouse. It'll give them a home. I built this birdhouse, and I'm calling a flower on it. I want to put this birdhouse in my front yard.
So I came to the fair today. I came to build a birdhouse. I wanted to come see how all the kids were doing on their birdhouses and how they were decorating theirs as well. I think this project is important. We're teaching the kids how to be future builders, how to use a hammer, how to screw things together, how to build something that's going to be very useful in life.
I think it's really important we protect wildlife. We only have this one Earth. We don't get a do-over. We don't get a second chance. We have what we have. We need to take care of it. That's really what it comes down to.
I live in an area where there's not a lot of trees, so I'm hoping that it can bring birds to my neighborhood.
More hard pounds. Hard, 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 hard. When we're building bluebird houses, what I see is potentially the next ornithologist, the next person that will become engaged with wildlife, understand the value of wildlife to the citizens of Iowa, and then they'll grow an appreciation for the things that are out there in nature. So I don't know, that next nail could be the next state ornithologist that goes on to have a career that will take over when I'm gone.
Whether it's your first fair or your 50th, earning a ribbon has always been something special. Here are some of today's winners. Hey, we're halfway through our final night of Iowa State Fair highlights, but we've still got plenty to share. Stay with us because when we come back, we'll watch utility crews put their training and teamwork to the test in the Lineman rodeo.
Robert Allen!
We'll hear some enthusiastic competitors at the husband calling contest. And we'll see months of hard work rewarded at the 4-H and FFA Sale of Champions. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more State Fair highlights on Iowa PBS.
If you could win any competition at the fair, what would it be?
Dance!
Probably the mom calling contest.
Okay. How about you?
I would probably win one of the cooking competitions because I can't cook. She can't.
Maybe a food eating contest.
Ooh, what would you eat?
It's a tough one. Pizza, maybe?
You're not gonna go with elephant ears?
I've actually never had an elephant ear.
The chicken toss. I need to win the chicken toss. That's what I'd love.
Ooh, I'm a big cook myself. I've always wanted to do a chili contest, but never had the time to.
Okay, how about you?
I would like to do one of the art contests.
Ooh, no. She's the athlete. So I don't, but the contest a lot have to do with like yelling and eating. So it's probably me because I'm loud and hungry.
Running.
Eating ice cream. If you could win any contest at the fair, what would it be?
The pie eating contest.
Ooh, what's your favorite pie?
Cherry.
Does he like cherry too?
He likes any pie.
Not every livestock project has to weigh 1,000 pounds to make a big impression. Next, we're headed to the poultry barn, where 4-H members are proudly showing the rabbits that they've worked with all year.
I've been showing rabbits. My mom started when she was in high school and she just kept going and it transferred to me and my sister and we've been showing since I was like 5 years old. It depends on your breed. So each breed has a standard of perfection and it's broke down into 100 points and it goes through and it shows, is it more on the body? Is it more on the fur? They'll have points on their ears, on their head, and their body. It depends on the body type that you have. English spots, so those are full arch, so they're based on how they run and their carriage of themselves, and a lot on how they're built, and they also have a lot of points on their markings. the butterfly, and their ears have to have colored, and they have to have the stripe down their back, and the spots have to be, they're very specific about that, and there's a lot more on the markings for those.
Our first place senior doe right here. We'll see her at the end of the day.
Hello, my name is Claire Corber. I'm a senior showman, and I'm a part of the Riverside Rockets 4-H Club. This is my chocolate tan senior buck Dr. Pepper. Tans have a feature called the triangle, where it's a nice deep tan color and you want it to be equilateral. And tans also have a coat called flybacks. And next, you're going to check the body for firmness.
It's my first year. I was just looking forward to the experience and seeing how I can change and do better. My favorite thing is probably seeing all the different varieties, all the sizes, like small and big and different colors. That's just cool to see to me.
I think the benefit of showing small animals is the community. Everyone's so just welcoming, and everyone, it's just, you go to a show and it's the same people every time, and you just build a family through it.
I've learned that you gotta work hard to get here and gotta figure out all the timing and keep them under the weights and just make sure you take care of your animal.
When you talk to the people, it's really entertaining, and you'll meet some of the best people up here.
We're on year 2 of the Lineman rodeo here at the Iowa State Fair. Year 1 was questionable. That went through and it went pretty well. And this one, I don't want to say it doubled in size, but it increased quite a bit.
This event is all about just getting our folks together so they can showcase their professionalism, showcase the ability that they have.
The two main ones are the speed climb, where you climb up, put an egg in your mouth, come back down without breaking the raw egg, and then fastest time wins. The other main event is the Hurt Man Rescue, where you go up, rescue, it's a dummy of about 180, 200 pounds, bring it to the ground safely, and then simulate a life story that somebody got injured and you have to bring them down. The other two are mystery events. Those are wired events where they're moving wires and insulators, and they learned about those yesterday, so they didn't have time to train for them.
I'm with the Midwest Line College, just helping run score sheets and promoting the college. Today we're kind of just watching all the teams and all the fun skills they get to do and put it on as a little contest instead of as a job, I guess, as you would in the real world. The egg carry one's kind of fun to watch.
So we start off with an egg in a bucket that we hold in our mouth, and we climb up to the top of the pole as fast as we can, throw the existing bag down on the ground, put the egg in our mouth, and try and get down as fast as we can. This is actually my first year at the Lineman Rodeo, and I believe this is the second one ever at the Iowa State Fair. We started off with a couple of hiccups in our first event, but we kind of ironed it out in our second, and hopefully this one is going to go just as good. So our final event is actually the Hurt Man Rescue, which is to our north here. And yeah, that's our last event, and then we'll wait till the award ceremony to see how we did.
I chose this because I was always interested in the electrical side of things, and then I wanted to do something more outdoorsy. So I kind of just figured out this was a trade to get into and went for it. They'll teach you all the basics, how to climb and do everything the right way, learn fundamentals in a way, and then you learn a lot about the background of stuff, so you're out there doing it right.
We partner with a lot of tech schools because they give you the base, the fundamentals of the utility business. So that's that stepping stone to get into the utility business. So those tech schools really go through kind of the base items. They go through the climbing, the math, and things like that. But it gets you acclimated to even see if you want to be in this utility trade. And then once you get into the utilities, you have your apprenticeship. So it's what we talk about, you earn while you learn, right? So you're actually every day learning something new.
I hate to say it, but linemen are a dying breed. You know, we need to keep getting the younger guys in and training them right. And this is kind of an event to bring everyone together, those who know it, those who don't, and have a little one-on-one with a lot of our vendors out here as well. And just get to know the trade, really. Well, obviously people don't like being without power. We're the guys who come out when it's raining and storming and fix it up for you.
I don't think people see this every day. They see when the storm hits, utility crews go out, they fix everything and they go back. But they don't really pay attention to what they have to do in times, because when they show up, they don't know what they're showing up into. But this, it's controlled environment, it's for time, it's for fun, and it's a good time. It's our grid. It's the most important thing we have right now. You know, your phone. You know, you go home, your garage door opens. Your home is 72 degrees. You've got your beer's cold in your refrigerator. You know, when you get home at night, your stove works. That's what this is about. And then also the hospitals. Think about all the important things. Banking, all the important things. Somebody said 3% of the U.S. economy is utility industry, but it runs the other 97%. That's how important that is. Most of the fans here are family. You know, it's the wife and kids and mother and father following that team around that their son or daughter is on in this event. So, I mean, it's fans, people come in from the fair, but a lot of the people here are family.
We call each other, we're brothers keepers, right? We're looking out for one another. It's a second family, essentially, is what it is.
Yeah, if you're interested in it, talk to someone and learn, really.
The stage is set. These are the final performers who earned a place in this year's Talent Championships. Find out who takes home the title at the Talent Championships tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on Iowa PBS. The Iowa State Fair has no shortage of unique competitions, and this next one has been making audiences smile for ages. It's time to see who has the loudest, most creative call in the Husband Calling Contest.
Number 113 will begin our contest today. Number 113.
Brad. Oh, Brad. Bradley. Bradley! I have chocolate.
I didn't know you had to be a comedian to do this.
Hey, Siri, call Bub husband.
Food.
Wes! We just won the lottery!
129. 129.
So, oops, I meant to call my husband, but I called the hogs instead. Silly me. I'll try it one more time. Come to dinner, the hogs are here.
Number 114.
Oh, Gary, where are you? Hey, I'm not kidding around now. We need to get going to the
Number 117, 117.
Risty, it's ready. I got pancakes cooking on the stove. Risty Bryce, yoo-hoo! It's your wife again. So come in for breakfast. 525,600 pancakes. 525,000 cakes made this year. Listen, I know I'm loud and annoying and crazy, but I love you.
We have 120 next, 120.
You know, technology's great. Cell phones are great, except when you live in a dead zone. Then you gotta resort to old school, what we call the backdoor holler.
They were just really, really creative today. Fourth, 114. Third place goes to 129. Second place, 117. First place for 2026 is 120.
The door is open and the sale is on. Riley Rogers is bringing out her animal, and this Sale of Champions is underway. It's the biggest event to end the state fair to showcase the best animals in the state of Iowa. First into the ring is Riley Rogers from Searsboro with her Grand Champion 4-H market steer. Each student receives 80% of the sale amount, with 20% going back to the Iowa Foundation for Agricultural Advancement. Sold $55,000. Here's Chloe Rogers from Iowa City with your Reserve Grand Champion 4-H market steer. This is Chloe's second year as the Reserve Grand Champ.
Sold the steer, $100,000 on it.
And sold $100,000. That's a new record. Maddox England from Mount Ayr with the Grand Champion 4-H market heifer. Maddox is 12 years old. And his heifer sells for $80,000. The Reserve Grand Champion 4-H market heifer owned by Andrew Arkema from Sully. This is his second year in a row as the Reserve Grand Champion. And it sells for $63,000, a new record. Time to switch gears. Jillian Woodruff from Moreland to the ring now. This is your Grand Champion FFA market hog. Sold a whopping $155,000. That's a new record. On to Oliver Grings from Wilton and his Reserve Grand Champion FFA market hog. Oliver's hog brings $49,000. Now to the 4-H champions. For a second time today, it's Riley Rogers from Searsboro. She's into the ring with her 4-H Grand Champion market hog. And the champ sells for $19,000. And for the third time today, it's Riley Rogers in the ring, this time the Reserve Champion 4-H market hog. This is a record performance by a single exhibitor. We've had someone with 2 winners before, but never 3. Congratulations, Riley. Her Reserve Champion 4-H market hog sells for $14,000. Market lambs are next. Here's Peyton Peterson of Rhodes and her Grand Champion FFA market lamb.
Give me $50,000. I'm 48, I'm going to be 50. Sold $48,000.
Sold gold for $48,500. That's a new record. It's Sawyer Moracle from Clarion with her reserve grand champion FFA Market Lamb. Sawyer also won this award last year. This year, a new record at $23,500. Here's Whitney Williams from Mabel, Minnesota with her grand champion 4-H Market Lamb. And her sale goes for $9,000. You're not seeing double. This is Lindsay Williams, who is also from Mabel, Minnesota, and her reserve grand champion 4-H Market Lamb. She had the reserve last year as well. And her sale nets $9,000. Time for the meat goats. Caden Meyer is in the ring. This is his grand champion FFA meat goat. And it sells for $19,000. Here now, Ava Long and her grand champion 4-H meat goat. Let's see how she does. $55,000. That's a new record. On to the birds. This is Lawton Pitson from Adel and his grand champion 4-H Market Broilers. Lawton is 12 years old, and this is his first year showing animals at the Iowa State Fair. And his broilers sell for $18,000, a new record. And the final sale of the day, Mason Wood, selling his winning pen of reserve 4-H Market broilers. And he sells them for $17,000. That's a new record. The sale total was $734,000. That's a new record. Congratulations to all the winning bidders and all the 4-H and FFA students. Well done.
For 6 nights, you've experienced the Iowa State Fair through the lenses of our Iowa PBS videographers. So before we say goodbye, we'd like to leave you with one last look at the fair through their eyes.
Oh my gosh, the yardstick's not long enough, you guys. Oh, look at you go!
From Tama County.
Well, that's a wrap on our 2026 Iowa State Fair coverage. What a week it's been. If you'd like to revisit your favorite stories or catch anything you missed, you can keep the fair going anytime online. No matter where you are or when you tune in, our Iowa Fair coverage is always within reach. Find it wherever you connect with Iowa PBS. As always, thank you for inviting us to be a part of your Iowa State Fair tradition. It's a privilege I never take for granted, and I hope you've enjoyed spending this week with us as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. From all of us here at Iowa PBS, thanks for joining us. Until next year, I'm Bill Riley, and we hope you've had fun at the fair.
Funding for Fair 2026 is provided by
Pella Windows and Doors help bring your home to life. For more than 100 years, Pella has been dedicated to building a brighter future in Iowa communities. Pella Corporation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.
As Iowans, we all want clean air, land, and water. Iowa's pig farmers do too. You can learn more about the Iowa Pork Producers Association at iowapork.org/wecare.
Since 1929, Wellaby has offered insurance solutions to help people protect their health and financial well-being. Wellaby strives to empower people to be well prepared, and well protected. Learn more at wellaby.com.
Welcome to Iowa, where you can explore parks, wander countless trails, and experience history, culture, and art. Travel Iowa.
At Iowa Corn, we know that corn is more than just a crop. It fuels our cars, feeds our livestock, and is in over 4,000 products on your grocery store shelves. Iowa doesn't just grow corn, corn grows Iowa. Learn more at iowacorn.org.
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.